Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Michael.
How are you today, John?
Always good, man. Episode 35.
Man, already.
I know.
35.
That's a lot of episodes, definitely. I think we've streamed quite a bit. We've actually streamed a few that weren't episodes, too.
Oh, correct. So how long did it take you before you started keeping count?
2.
2.
After the first 2, we streamed episode 3, and then after that, we started keeping count. But we've had some that are not part of the RoadPlayer Cash Challenge, which is just money matches.
All right.
Set up in pre-advance.
Well, we are underway.
Oh, yeah. And fashionable Alex. This doesn't waste any time going to breaking.
Starts off with a pretty good break.
Fred Young, go Alex. You got this. I'm sure Alex appreciates it, Fred.
Good break with Alex leaving the one ball by the corner. Almost cue ball well enough. Gives Devin a little chance to get something going.
Yeah, it's not a bad spread. The 7 ball is going to be a problem ball, though.
I think it's might be taking over right here, actually.
Hello, Miss Niecy Thompson. It's good to see you. A good shot. He thinned right by those balls pretty good.
Yeah, I think I was wondering if he was going after the 7 there. Looked like he might have wanted to break it out and still get down on the table. It would have been tough to get on that too, though.
Yeah. I don't see what side of the 5 he's going to get this on.
That was the whole thing there. If you're going to play that, you have to get on the right side of that 5.
Hey, Ricky. How's it going, man? Good to see you.
He's got nothing there.
Yeah, I think he got on the wrong side of it, but he's going to give Devin a chance to break it out right here, which is good shot.
Yeah. Only problem now is you're not really sure how those balls are going to break out. You almost want to come behind it.
Yeah, I kind of like that those and coming behind it and breaking it out.
I like that one rail. He went into it, but he just spun it out. If he didn't spin it, he would have been fine.
I felt like the 2 rail is just so much more natural.
Our first decision. First, I can like thinning the 7 ball, spinning that, taking the cue ball 3 rails, putting it behind the 8. That he decides to try to hold the cue ball. It's a little firm and leaks out behind the 9.
Yeah, I think I liked your shot better. Thinning it.
Yeah, you hold the 7 ball. You hold the 7 ball there, so even if you do not hook them, you're basically forcing a bank or forcing another safety. It's not really the best shot to come first time at the table to see a shot like that. Where now, Thomas has got a pretty comfortable shot to the side. Just let it float up and down a little bit.
Yeah. And with Thomas, you really don't want to let Thomas see any part of the ball most of the time.
Niecy is
how's it going, Kaylee?
Niecy has a mouse in her pocket with this Wii stuff, or our favorite. I don't know.
Alberto Garcia came out today to support Devin.
Yeah, I've got a few people here who's on Team Alex Devin. Anybody out there on Thomas Orlando yet?
Sure, they'll be there.
Sure, they will. Opportunity to see the bridge work Alex has been working on.
Yeah, he doesn't. He didn't like our other bridge. He actually put it against the wall behind us.
Yeah. I don't think this will be a big problem for him. He uppercuts a little bit. Missed it well, though. If you're going to miss it by overcutting it. You got good shape on the 9.
Looks like Orlando has a chance to cut this in, though.
Yeah, he does.
He used a lot of power. It's going to be hard to control the cue ball on that.
Oh. Yeah, the question is if he's comfortable enough to just play a good touch shot and just let it roll down, maybe come back up a little bit. The fans are ruffling in the background there. It's all the crowd we have cheering.
Yeah, so people behind us in the stands.
Ricky speaks the truth on the stream. Mr. Q and Orlando decides to go for the bank and Me, if it doesn't fall, he's like up against the wall of the side pocket. So
You surprised that scratch though.
yeah, I am. Well, have you not watched this stream before? Do you not know that side pocket? That side pocket is a vacuum.
It likes everyone.
That's everybody.
How's it going, Nick? It's good to see you again, man. Mr. John Spillane, that's rough. John Spillane's supposed to be here right now, but he's not.
What happened and why is he not here?
Ghosted us, man.
He does not do a very good job of ghosting if he gets on chat.
Yeah, I think he's playing in the Q's tournament tonight.
Well, that's another pretty solid break. He does pocket a 1 down. 2 ball stays down table. 2 ball. Tough little spot down there, but Devin has some opportunities for a few safeties.
Yeah, you gotta have the right speed on the safety though.
Let's go behind the 8. Not a bad.
Shot.
Yeah, not a bad. Good little touch.
Yeah, that was a good bank on the 8 ball. It was just unfortunately it went in the pocket.
We are playing called 9 ball, and Thomas just calls the 9 in the corner. In case he gets a good hit, gets a lucky roll on the 9, he'll take credit for it. Instead, he decides just to shoot a straight 2 ball straight into the corner.
Yeah, it was nothing but air. Good shot.
It's a real pull player shot there. Holds a cue ball. Orlando has a chance at 3. Also known as Smiley, as most people know him. So
I think you got to go for the shot. I think you just got to shoot it and roll the cue ball down.
Yeah, there's not a lot of other opportunities here. He does. Plays with a nice speed. Overcuts it just a little bit. Gets a nice little roll off the corner of the pocket. Sit on the long rail.
I'm going to give Alex a chance to bank it right here, though. I kind of do like the bank, though, because you can put the cue ball behind the 4 either way.
Yeah, I think he might actually play it safe. He might play 2-way. Play the bank, yeah. Actually, I was thinking he might just play the safe there.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little early. He's trying to keep the momentum. If you can keep that vice grip on your opponents, then that's going to go a long way down the road. If you sort of free out with a shot and you miss, you leave an opportunity on when you pass a momentum across, it's going to be might be a longer night. So Alex is definitely sees ideas like that more than most players that I know do.
Yeah, definitely. Nick the Q. When are you gonna be out there, Mikey?
That's what he said.
No. When are we gonna see you out there playing someone, Mikey?
As soon as I learn how to play pool. That's the only reason I'm doing this commentating, just so I can learn how to play pool.
Gotta watch.
Learn
a few things first.
I'm in a transitional period right now, so it's 2022. That's what all the cool kids are doing. Wait a minute.
Oh, is that what they call it?
I don't know.
Might be thinking of the wrong kind of transitional period.
Oh. But yeah, I'm sort of I'm in maintenance mode right now in my game, so it'll be a little while.
It's a tough decision right here.
I think you're. Yeah, it's kind of tough. But he's very aggressive. Well, he shot it very confidently, though.
Yeah, need a little bit more power to it, though.
Yeah, maybe nice, but I think he still left enough of the 5. I mean, you can definitely see the 5, so he's got opportunities here.
Those balls are tied up good, though.
Well, from here, the other transition. Well, you can see it. You can barely see it.
Nick said you can play. Don't let anybody fool you.
Is that everything he said? Is that all he said?
No. He said shit. The guy can play. Don't let him fool you.
So I had to put a bunch of eyes. Shit.
Shit. Hey, thanks for that like, Bill. Appreciate it.
Get some pretty good numbers early in the match. Just on our second game. There's a possible of 39 games to be played today. It goes 39 games. That won't bother me at all. That is a really, really nice kick. He hits that 3-ball or the 5-ball square so that it holds on to the cue, holds on to the 5. Doesn't leave any shots. It's a very pretty kick.
Yeah, I might actually ask for a hit watch on that.
I'm not here to solicit any advice. I'm not much of a solicitor anyway. However, what I do like is hitting it probably about quarter of a ball, hard enough to roll it behind the 8. Not that way, the other way though. I'm thinking sending the cue ball around the table.
Looks like he was trying to get it behind the 9.
Yeah, I like the idea of going the other way and getting the cue behind the 8. But
yeah,
that might have been a bigger ask.
Yeah, I like that too. Actually, that's more of a one pocket shot.
Yeah, I have a tendency that if I don't like a easy shot, I'm looking at all the balls and finding out if there's any way of getting behind any of them.
Thanks for that like, Kevin. Thanks for that like, Ricky.
You guys in chat, you guys type it up. The more you guys chat, the less we have to. The less you have to listen to my voice. Nobody wants that.
You got a beautiful voice. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah. So this is going to be early game nerves that we've talked about in the past. Every time we talk, it's like we have to bring it up.
That was a pretty typical shot, though. That was not an easy shot.
Well, no, it wasn't easy, but you're going to see. I'll say this: Smiley will be making those shots later on in this match.
Ben Garrison, I like the safe behind the 8 here.
I actually saw the same safe as Ben did. I'm wondering if I've seen Smiley play some, not a whole lot. I've never really analyzed his game, but he seems like a very aggressive player. So I don't think he's going to be looking for too many safeties if he feels like he's got a shot. All right, this will be our first test for Devin. And you get it. Stays down, settle down pretty well.
Make the cue. His voice is as beautiful as his stroke. You have a beautiful stroke and a beautiful voice, Michael.
I can't argue that statement. If you look at my stroke right now, it is horrendous.
2-0.
It was 2-0.
Angela Vera here to support the U.S. postman.
Devin lets cue ball get away a little bit. Fortunately, it doesn't actually fall into pocket, so Alex has the opportunity to push out. Not a lot of good places to push here, though. Of course, the other rule that we never got into is based on push. If you give it back, who do you give it back to?
That is a good point. Actually, we probably should have talked about that.
Yeah. Bring it up just to verify in the future.
That's the way we normally do it in pool. We just make it up as we go, Kaylee.
Personally, I've always thought you give it back to the player shooting. I know Thomas believes that you give it back to the opponent or to the partner.
Yeah, I think they're looking it up on the BCA rules report.
I'm not sure BCA rules addresses it.
One thing I think we didn't talk on foot. If you get that.
Okay. Yeah. So there's been change of opinions, but yeah, whoever does the pushing is the one who will be taking responsibility of the shot if given back.
I wonder what he's going to do with this.
Play on the 4.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad shot. It's a softer. You're more controlled because it travels lesser. I actually like the fact you have 4 balls down table. You can probably get behind any of those and still leave a long shot in possible bank. But by the way, Devin's kicking.
I think he probably wanted to hit the other side of the 2 for that, though.
I don't think he's going to be upset about this outcome.
No, I mean, he got it pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to see how Smiley's a jumping man or not.
It's like he's a Bernardo.
I wouldn't be so sure. I think he's debating right now. So if you guys know Smiley 1, if you know that he plays the cue with a black ferrule. Very unique in that respect. I suppose it really doesn't matter. Of course, a lot of people are playing without ferrules anyway, so but it's interesting that if most people use a light ferrule to guide them, he's using the light ferrule to guide his line. So it's interesting. No, I think it's whatever you get used to.
Same hardness, right? Like it doesn't change.
Oh no, I don't think it's. Actually, I don't know. I mean, it depends on the material because the material of the ferrule will change the hit and change the deflection if it weighs more or less and how hard it is. But
I've actually been thinking about that with tips lately. Do softer tips actually make you have more deflection?
No.
No.
Nope. Typically, the only thing that a soft tip does versus a hard tip is just the feel of it, the feel of the hit, and the feedback. Some people don't want that feel; they want that soft cushion. Some people like that hard, like the hit.
Yeah, I definitely like the soft.
I think of all the tests that I've seen, Dave's done a lot of good stuff. Tip hardness doesn't change the deflection; it doesn't change the spin of the ball. It doesn't really do much of anything as long as you execute a proper stroke.
By the way, if anybody needs tips done, Nisi Thompson actually does tips. She's in our chat right now.
Nisi is on the ball with the tips now. Shop is up and running. Hey, maybe that's going to be Nisi's pro shop name. Typically Nisi.
That's a good name.
That is a good name.
I think we should take that one to Vegas.
Typically Nisi.
Tried to come under that 7, just didn't quite get it.
Nisi's going to start making shirts now.
Typically Nisi.
Typically Nisi shirts.
It'll say typically Nisi's cue repair. That's a good shot.
I've already, by the way, Nisi, I've already done copyrights on the name. So I'm going to have a cease and desist unless we work out a deal. All right, so Alex decides to play a little safety. At least leave a long shot. He tried to get behind 3 balls. Didn't quite get there. But
yeah, definitely came short of that. He's apparently making a t-shirt right now.
And once again, the rolls are not working in the Thomas Orlando factor right now. They will change. Ooh, here's our first jump of the day. Maybe.
I think he's trying to figure out if he's got enough room.
I actually don't have a problem with the kick here. It's a pretty natural kick.
Looks like he's going for the jump.
It's going to go for the jump. And you have a huge pocket, but it will be a matter of ooh. little bit off to the side. I know he's going to take over.
Now everybody's got Nisi jokes in the chat. Tip of Nisi Berg. Cease and tip.
Three.
48.
48. He's debating on how he wants to get around on this ball.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if he's going to throw inside on it and put the 6 ball in the same pocket.
Yeah, it looks like he's queuing up with inside. He
Yeah.
does play it. Yeah. Yeah.
Jacked up over the 8 though.
Yeah. I really didn't care for that a whole lot just because of that, because you have to really fire that in order to get past all those balls.
Yeah.
Or just get lucky and have your cue between the 8 and 9. That's not a happy place to be.
Yeah, on that one I kind of like playing the 3 rail.
Yeah.
Trying to come out for the 6 on the opposite side.
Yeah, gives you a chance to open your stroke a little bit, loosen up. Now, apparently, Thomas has been playing all day, so he shouldn't have a problem being loose at this point, but also it's going from very different tables. The speed will be different. That was a great shot by Orlando, by the way.
That was a great shot.
To
jacked up top.
Jacked up and played a nice controlled shot to leave an angle.
Angel, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, at this point, it's just a nice 10 shot. Just let it roll down.
Don't know why you people are here. It's a terrible stream.
Thomas hits that ball a little bit heavier for Orlando's liking, but unless he's sort of got it figured out now.
I don't think it's a bad spot.
I think Orlando was hoping to be more straight so he could just roll up and play the 9 in the opposite corner. Hits it, plays really well. Stayed down really well on that shot, too. It's a really, really nice execution by Orlando. And this will put Thomas Orlando on the wire.
There we go. Puts him on the board. One, two. Both teams seem to be hitting pretty good. I wonder if we're going to see any breaking runs today. Notch double breaking runs seem to be pretty rare, but I think that we're going to see a few today.
There we go. Roderick in the house on Team Smiley. You get a few more of Team Smiley Thomas in here.
Team OT. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now Smiley is breaking right now. Nice controlled break. Cue ball went to the side, did a little cut break, but still, he would have been in the center table, except for he got bumped out back the other way.
Yeah.
Turned out okay, though, I think.
Let's take a look at the spread.
I believe the cue goes between those balls.
Yeah, it's kind of in a weird spot. I think it goes between the balls, but getting shape for the 3 looks a little bit more difficult.
Maybe he could actually pocket it. But he does play a little bump of cars with the balls and ends up hooked.
Yeah, you're going to make Alex kick here. Alex likes to kick, though. It's his favorite activity. Kicking rocks mostly, but the balls too.
Kicking cans down the road.
Kicking cans down the road. It's a good game. Oh, I guess he could see enough of it to make it.
That or he's completely defeated the law of physics and went straight to that ball.
You know, it's Alex. I wouldn't.
He's a smart guy. He can figure this out.
Yeah, he'd figure that out.
Just pulled the cue ball. Ooh. That's actually a surprising shot from Alex. He usually doesn't jam balls like that too often. I was actually thinking he would just play a softer shot. Just kidding. I think he wanted to make sure he got the cue off the rail.
Yeah, I think that's what it looked like.
I think
he might have just cheated a little bit.
Yeah, I think Alex had visions of the past of being left on the rail. It's like, I'm not going to do that to my partner.
Maybe he's just trying to let Thomas and Orlando catch up. It's like, hey, here, guys, take this one. It's from me to you.
See if they brought their hatchet, chop some wood up. It's a really nice stroke. Let's keep up and around. Nice, nice. A little further than you really need it. Once again, all these people are getting used to the speed.
I think that's about perfect because I think you can just kind of roll up right here, shoot the 6 in the sun.
Speaking of regulars on the chat, Mr. Ricky Murphy, we haven't seen him on the stream yet, have we?
We have not. He's gonna have to find somebody to play against.
He might be. He might have been in hiding and working on this game.
I was thinking about doing a stream for my birthday, letting whoever they want to challenge.
Oh, challenge you?
Yeah, you want to challenge me?
No, but I mean, it's a just wide open challenge.
Yep.
I have a few people in mind.
Oh, a lot of people. A lot of people are better than me.
A lot of people have mind for themselves. Oh, maybe we have a match made in heaven with Jim and Ricky. John's already making side bets. It hasn't even been set up yet, and John is already ready to make them side bets going.
He's trying to make side bets today. He's hoping that somebody's going to pick up his side bet right now, right, John?
Might have a ring game between Jim and Ricky and Nick the Q. That might be an interesting match.
Like a Scotch doubles?
Or not thinking more ring game banks.
Okay.
See how that game works out.
I also hate life. Such a coincidence.
This leaves Smiley an interesting decision here. I am predicting a aggressive shot. I think he's going to play it to the bottom right on your screen. Bottom left is a natural shot, but the shape is a little tougher. Bottom right's a little tougher shot, but much more natural shape, as long as you can avoid the side pocket.
John Spillane says he'll take Devin and Alex if anybody wants to bet.
Yep, he's going to play it for the bottom corner. Okay. With a nice soft stroke. Oh, that's it. Or undercuts it just a little bit. Yeah, if he made that ball had been really close to scratching. So now we have a little tester for Mr. Devin here. Oh, it hits that really, really, really well.
Shot.
That was a really, really nice shot.
That was a great shot.
I saw them. When do I listen to you, Alex? Yeah, that's good.
Oh, watch your head, dude. Orlando's going to take a quick break. Go down to Devin and Alex as they set up the rack. Molly returns to the gaming area. Devin ends up making a nice break. Gives it's a little cut on the one. Question is how he's going to deal with the two after it goes back and forth. Plays off the three.
Decided he wanted to make 2 balls on that one.
Alex is in ring game mode. Sees a 5 ball, makes a 5 ball, moves on.
That's $1.
Ooh, what a nice! I tell you, Devin has brought his game today.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
See Devin carry Alex today, possibly. We need to talk to Nisi about doing stats so we can start recording stats. So he's actually putting up the better numbers.
Some TPA. That would be hard to keep track of. You ever watch, like, when they go to the bigger tournaments, they normally have like 5 people in the background that are actually watching all that shit.
Oh, yeah. Timekeepers, everything else. He's looking for safety. Then the 7, trying to get the cube behind the 9. Leaks out a little bit. You can see it, but I do like those safeties. So if it does leak out, you're basically making a really tough cut shot or forcing a another safety to be played back at you.
Yeah, I kind of like playing the safety here. Because the safety that the next person would have to make is a little bit more difficult than this one.
There's actually a safety that I would like a lot. Where you hit top on the 7 ball and let the cue ball roll off the rail and into the 9. And just hug the cue ball behind the 9. It's a tricky shot, but it's a really effective shot if you hit it right. It's actually a safer shot than most people realize because the 7's already going in line to be behind the 8 on the bank.
That's true. It's all about speed control on that, though.
Yeah, just cue ball control. Almost the size that he's got no time for safeties.
Well, he's still got one, a little bit of one.
Yeah. We'll see if Devin's is continuing his shot making prowess right now. So at this point, you basically have to go for the shot. There's no question. It's a nice, soft, relaxed overcuts a little bit.
Yeah, going to give Orlando a chance to lose it out here.
Those players are also very concerned about getting on the 8 ball. Might be hindering their shot making. And given what the 8 is, I'm almost just pocketing the 7 and just keeping the cue ball somewhere towards the middle of the table.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
I mean, you got 6 pockets for that 8 ball to go in.
Looks like if you just pocket the 7, you can shoot the 8 down in the corner.
Yeah.
I don't think Thomas would have any issue with that.
No. Even if he over rolls it, plays in the other corner, it's fine. Just you got to make sure you make that ball.
I think one mistake a lot of people make here, though, is trying to put the 8 ball in the side pocket just because it's closer.
Well, yeah, it's easier shape, but it's
harder,
natural play.
Harder shape.
Well,
there you go. He got it.
Yeah, just pocket the 7. He gets behind the 9. That's just a terrible, ugly roll. Because at this point, I mean, no matter where the cue ball is, you've got a shot on the 8. Getting on the 9 should be a problem. It's a little over a diamond from the corner pocket. Anywhere on that side of the table is fine. Thomas hits it, rolls it back. Even though he never hit it. It's got a thin cut. He might decide to bank this ball. I think I like cutting it.
I like cutting it.
JW, liking the video. Welcome, Jeff. Long break. That's a good shot. It's it good. It's it in like a hanger.
Oh yeah, great shot. 2 to 3.
Keep that up. We're gonna see why Smiley is called Smiley. Josie, back in the chat.
Holy shit, good to see you, man. I think Josie's gonna have another match coming up here pretty soon.
Jose's got another match. I'm shocked.
Chad Halsing.
I'm surprised he's not. I'm surprised he doesn't have every third weekend. Man wants to play.
Oh, just kicked in by the one.
Unhappy kick.
Steven Cabrera, one of the original commentators. What's up, Christopher Kirk? Good to see you, man. Thanks for that like.
Kirk, that's a weird way of spelling out tails. But we know what you mean. It's playing a little aggressive, getting 2 rails, getting down for the 2. Trying to get some momentum in here.
In case nobody in the chat knows, we'll go ahead and explain it. Christopher Kirk loves to bet money on coin flips. So if you ever see Christopher Kirk come up, say heads or tails and hold out a coin. See what happens.
It's like Pavlov's dog right at that point. You'll see a little drool come out of his mouth. He starts smiling a little bit more than he would have. He doesn't even know he's doing it either.
Then all of a sudden, money just kind of starts sliding out of his pocket like an apparition is pulling it out. Good shot. I think he can make that.
Yeah. He's definitely being more aggressive now. He's really trying to get things going. I'll say this. If these 2 guys get their rhythm going now, they're going to be tough to stop. That's the thing that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that is true. Bring Smiley back up to the table.
Yeah. Standard safety. You want to see if with forced to play it safe, let's see what he does. I don't think he's going to be banking this in the corner, though he may try. Oh, he does play the but it's a very, very I think he got there, but man, that is a dangerous safe to play.
He definitely got there. Got the 6 ball right in the way.
Well, this is gonna be a easy kick for Alex.
See,
this will be what he does with the cue ball and the cue ball.
I think he's probably gonna phase the cue ball through the 6 ball, make the 4. Some sci-fi shit. Well, it's called the 9 ball in the other corner.
Yeah,
or the other side.
Yeah, you have to at this point, just in case. I'd actually be going for the shot. No, he did go through the 6 and hit the 4.
I guess you can see just the edge of
That's
it.
twice that he has defied physics. The man's on a whole different level than us.
if only he could shoot straight, then he'd be all right.
There's a lot of gravitational lensing and pulling going on right there. So you can't control the cue ball when it goes to another ball like that. It just is the way it is. So
players are allowed to talk, by the way, but we haven't really heard them talk to each other.
Now, I'm not expecting a whole lot of this 9 ball. And I think both these players trust their partner to do what they're comfortable doing. So if this was 8 ball, there'd be a lot more talking, a lot more strategy going on. But I mean, it's rotation. Your options are pretty limited. Like I said,
what do you do here? I make 5 ball.
So I've seen Thomas play quite a bit of doubles. He's rarely ever talks to his opponent, especially to ask questions or giving input.
He normally likes playing doubles, though.
Yeah,
I know he likes playing team events.
Yeah, he plays a lot of doubles.
That was a good shot.
It was a fine shot. Leaves a little bit of angle for him to come off. Try to slide the cue ball down to the middle of the table. He may decide to play top since he gets more motion off the top. But either way, he still has a good angle to come up and out. Nope, he's gonna play a stun shot here. Move it out just a little bit. Decides that he didn't want to try to overstun it, possibly jamming the pocket. You've seen how that reacts sometimes. So
that's what I would do. Yeah, I would definitely jam that pocket. And, leave my opponent straight in the pocket. So.
It's a strategy.
Not a good one.
Doesn't usually pay off.
It's like running into traffic.
You like that shot, though.
That was a good shot.
Just avoid
That's pretty.
Yeah. Instead of trying to hold it and trying to be delicate, you just play the standard stun, 2 rails, so shouldn't be a scratch involved. Might be cheating a little bit in the pocket there. They make the pockets that big for a reason. Smiley says he'll use all of it. Yeah, wants to.
3-3. Tied it up.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good match.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling pretty good about this.
And back at the pool table. Thomas makes a nice little break.
Cue ball in about the same spot it went to last time. Except for last time I got kicked in by the 1.
Trade the 1 decided to stay behind a little bit. Leave him a nice straight long shot from the corner.
Yeah, that'll work out good.
Yeah, just roll
that
the
3 ball is going to be a little bit difficult, though.
It depends on the angle on the 2 here. You could probably play the 3 in the opposite corner. Or at least the adjacent corner down there. Does miss it by a little bit, but enough to hang it up. It was a good speed though. You just probably shoot it as straight as you wanted to. Thin ball rail. It sets the 3 up for the opposite, for the adjacent corner. Work's not done. Let's have a little weird angle to deal with. I don't think you want to. Alex once again putting himself in ring game mode. Looks like he was actually trying to get 9.
Yeah, it wasn't bad though. He didn't leave the 2 ball in a bad spot. Leaves a safety, but no shot really. But it is Thomas. If there's a shot, he's gonna figure it out.
So the timeout rule, the coaching rule, whatever you want to call it, there's no timeouts per se. You can communicate, you can talk to your partner all you want. The only thing is you cannot approach the table. So he's so once again you can coach, you can give advice, you can ask questions, but if you are not shooting, you may not approach the table. You must be away from the table. So decides to try to play safe behind the 9. Might get there.
Yeah, it looks like he could still see some of that too.
Yeah. Now the question is, does Devin return to favor, or does he decide to try the bank? I would think that he would play the safe.
He played the safe.
He plays the safe. Except for he leaves the 2 ball in a very fortunate place for Smiley to come in.
Yeah. It's going to just have to roll up for the 3-2.
Yeah. I think you can shoot it aggressively, well firm, and just put the cube all the way to roll up a little bit. I don't think you've got that much of an angle you have to worry about. But once again, you probably don't want to slow roll it, but at the same time, you don't want to jam it. So just a nice hit it with low center, nice to medium speed should be fine. He decides to slow roll it and sort of got away from him a little bit.
It would have worked out.
Yeah, he's got just a backwards cut on the 3 now.
Yeah, he's going to run into the 7 just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to run into 7 and
probably bring that cue ball out for the 4. Too bad.
anyway. All right. Let's get back to the table here.
I missed that text. Hey, David. How's it going, man? It's good to see you too.
You had a GoPro isn't if we had a GoPro working right now, it'd be a nice shot. Like pretty standard out at this point, but yeah. You're making any short jokes, are we?
If you could name this team, what would you name it?
Oh, we are going to make short jokes, huh?
Yeah.
Come on. You're too big for that.
No, I'm only 5'8", 5'9".
All right, there's times I need Joey. Where's Joey when you need him? I mean, I could have gone with this for the whole set.
He is at home with his child.
Where's Joey when you need him?
Somebody was asking on Facebook the other day. They said, "Does anybody have any dad jokes?" So tag Joey in the comment section. This man's got you. It was a good shot.
Yeah. Devin is getting wired up. Anybody's played with Devin enough know that once he gets all excited and pounding on the table, then confidence is high. You can get out on the side. That's a pretty big break today. Oops, Thomas is up against the 8 ball, as I say. Just at least on the favorable side.
Yeah. Kind of like locking the 3 and the 2 up right here. But with the 1 ball sitting in front of the pocket, it's got a pretty good chance of making it.
Yeah. I think you have to go for the shots. I mean, you could tie balls up. Just any safeties to play. You gotta go for that.
That's what you didn't want, though.
Goes a little long on the kick. Yeah, but I mean, the balls are still situated. It's not an easy run out. You got to get pretty good on two. I think you almost want to shoot. He's going to shoot in the corner. I'm wondering about shooting the two on the side. I'm wanting the cue ball get really far down.
I think it'd be hard to get that cue ball on there too, shooting on the side.
I think you could play the two rails. If you play that line that you tried and just went all the way down and back across, you could have got there. But I
think he's got a bank right here at least.
I think the other thing I like is that if you did play it all the way down, even if you didn't leave a good shot, you'd leave the cue ball and the cue ball heading in a direction where you play good safe.
Yep.
So here, you're forced to play a little bit tougher safe. It's close.
I think you can still see it.
Yeah, I think you see a little bit of it.
How's everybody in the chat doing tonight, by the way? Everybody hanging out, playing pool? What you doing? Watching TV?
Gone to sleep.
Don't everybody say something at once.
I think John turned on slow motion on the chats.
Oh, you missed the two ball.
You did miss the two ball.
Watching the Braves game. Probably a lot of people watching Braves tonight, huh? Itching to play some. Man, me too. I was playing last night for a long ass time. Michael, you guys stayed at the bar longer than I did.
Yeah, I was just more cheering people on more than anything else.
Who ended up winning last night?
Don't know. Left before it was over. Mike, sorry if he was his name, but he plays out of Mazzi's, and he was playing really well. So I think he was either in the hot seat or thereabouts.
How'd Jonathan do?
Young Jonathan was doing pretty well until he ran across the mic. He beat Jonathan 3-0, and Jonathan went on his way.
Can we start calling Jonathan Young Jonathan now? I think that's a really good name.
I've always called him that.
I don't think I've ever heard you call him that.
Oh.
What kind of games you playing, buddy? Chris Calhoun, fat and sassy.
Nick Machoka, I haven't seen that name in a mighty long time.
And Jim Hutchinson coming in with the fancy wine. Drinking wine and hanging out and watching.
All right. Well, Nick and
what was that, heads?
Nick and Nick. That is an old school matchup right there. You got to have been around for a while to remember those matchups. Machoka versus the Cube. How you been, Nick Machoka? Haven't seen you in a long, long time. We're just trying to play the shut up game. He's not doing so well at the moment. But he's trying.
Seafood game. Where you get to make sushi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Actually, I haven't seen
I thought the I was a T. My mistake.
Playing the shut the fuck up game.
Yeah. No. Thought he was inviting us to join in.
Said, Jesus. So aggressive in the chat today.
Oh, me? I'm just a lowly commentator trying to learn how to play football.
Nick sold you out.
Nick sells me. He always sends me off to the river. Throws me under that bus. I've been running that bus many a times.
That was a good save by Thomas, by the way. I don't know if he conceived his full ball.
Wait. Why'd you say that? I could be like, wait, who's Rollator Machoka? Is that Nick's brother, Rollator Machoka? Must be a cousin.
That sounds like an MMA fighter. Rollator Machoka you out. That's the shit that is.
Jeff Giovanni showing up in chat. He's Jeff is apparently paying attention to the game, unlike the rest of us over here. And Benny Smith, welcome to the chat, Ben. Offering the 8 to Mr. Machoka.
It's awful nice of him.
It is. Sight unseen. Here's the 8.
He must be trying to lose some money.
Oh, that is a pretty safe.
Almost.
Well, I mean,
can see the 6
you might
here.
be able to see it, but that's still, I like that shot. Trying to play off the 7, trying to control it a little bit.
No, this is Alex. He's probably going to phase the cue ball through the 9 ball.
Now, I think he's running out of superpowers. He may actually have to. I'm not sure what he's going to do with this shot, honestly. The 8 ball takes away the on the side.
Oh, looks like Nick and Ben might know each other.
I think he might be talking to me.
Oh, he might be talking to you. That's true.
Nick had to go through his Rolodex and roll it. Who the hell is that? I don't remember who he is, so he can't be a good player. Oh, that is a nice idea by Alex. Like cross side, get the cue ball down, try to get it behind the 9.
Yeah, it'd be hard to forget you.
Yeah, those nightmares just keep coming and coming.
And coming. And coming.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking like Freddy Krueger nightmares. I'm talking more like, well, we won't get into that.
Oh, let's get into it. I want to hear more about it.
Oh, no. We got Thomas who's going to shot. The 6 does go by the 8, by the way. So it's just going to be a matter of controlling the cue ball up and down table. Try not to stop it behind the 9.
Nick Machoka's some wet dreams.
I have no comment. You had a whole side pocket there at a good angle, but yeah, I just let the cue ball get away. So I don't disagree with that, Nick, but I'm pretty sure Bobby Todd and Gordon Howell versus anybody is going to bring up memory lane. If we're going to be honest.
Brad Cook asking, how is it that Thomas is the only one I've ever heard of? I'm not 100% sure. Some pretty good players here today.
Yeah.
I know Smiley's known by a lot of people. Devin's known by a lot of people. I think Alex mostly stays at Cumming, though.
It's interesting because Alex is more known than Devin around town, or at least around the island.
Yeah, but not in places like Q and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Just for older times, yeah.
Older times, yeah.
Yeah, he and I used to play Scotch doubles a lot. Back when I thought I knew how to play pool.
You did used to know how to play pool.
No, I used to think I
Something happened.
I thought I used to know how to play pool. Then I realized I had no idea what I'm doing. So now I'm commentating. But yeah, Alex is around Q's a lot. He played a lot of tournaments back in the day, especially during the Katie Pagel time. Yeah, he was a lot more prolific back then. So.
You know what they say, those who can't do, commentate.
Yeah. I mean, Brad, you used to get out a lot more than you do now. I don't know what the difference is, but yeah, it's like I don't hardly see you except for Kennesaw these days. No. But, I mean, given the area you're in, I don't know why you'd go anywhere else. It's a fine pool room, good players, great day. I mean, good equipment. It's just don't need a whole lot more than what Kennesaw offers.
You ever play on the tight table at Iron City Billiards?
I am not.
I played there the other day, and that table made me feel like a terrible player. Worse than I am. Worse than normal. Yeah, it looks like you left him a window.
Yeah, Brad's a good player.
See, David knows what I'm talking about. Tight. Dude, that thing's like 3 1/4.
Yeah, I was watching a lot of prop betting during that table when I was over there. Guys shooting one-handed, shooting with his head turned behind him. Had a lot of good action at that point.
It's pretty hard to be worse than me, but I think a few people have accomplished it for sure. Don't be fibbing, Nick.
Oh, right. I'm just letting you know, Nick. That check that I wrote Nick finally cleared. That's why he's saying all this stuff. Took a while, but it finally cleared. So Nick's just doing his job. He's doing what I paid him for.
Trying to make you sound better than what you are.
Right, so Orlando had a little tough shot down the rail, basically forcing Thomas to be on the rail himself. In the situations of, you brought this upon yourself. You leave me straight in on the rail, I can be from the rail. Hey, it's I've seen that one pocket shot before.
Return the favor.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I mean, other than being on the rail and being really long and having a weird angle, it's a great shot for somebody here.
That's a lot of other thans there.
Fact is, it looks like I think it's just pretty sure not seeing a safety. I think that might be the first attempt at safety by Smiley that I've seen. I could be wrong, but
I think he had one earlier.
Did he have one earlier?
Yeah. No, he had 2.
Oh,
he's had 2. Yeah. At least 2 that I remember.
Once again, I'm just trying to see if I've got my money's worth out of Nick yet. I forget the full match going on here.
I think Nick said he'd bet money with you. That safety turned out to be pretty good.
Wait, is the Shaggy in the chat with us today?
Shaggy is probably in the chat.
He does. He's like a ninja in the chat. If he is, I'll be amazed that David could see him. This rack is starting to work itself out for Thomas and Orlando now.
I think he's having a little bit of problems with the speed of the table.
Yeah.
There he is, Mr. Shaggy in the flesh. Lurking in the shadows once again.
This keeps up. We might have a reunion of sorts in here.
For KBs?
For I would go way farther back.
Shit.
We might be going back to corner pocket days, Barley billiards days, the original Mr. Q's days.
How long ago was that? 20 years? Wait, what was the other place? World Gym?
You had World Gym Marietta. That was in the mid-90s, yeah. Well, Shaggy is always a winner. He finds a way of winning any match that he needs to win, even if it includes losing quickest. Shaggy finds a way. So Thomas is sort of scoping out the layout here, depending on what you want to do. I don't see a problem with just shooting it soft, letting Orlando shoot it in the far corner.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to figure out what side of the 8 to be on.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason trying to. Yeah, I love that shot a lot.
That's perfect.
All right, playing for the sides just as good. Yeah, there's no reason trying to manufacture something that doesn't need to be manufactured. It leaves Smiley with the option over the side or the corner. Both of them are fine shots. I'd actually probably play it for the corner. But that's why I'm sitting in the commentator booth and not on the table. It looks like he's flying for the side. Just needs to tap it in nice and soft. Looks like he's drawing it out a little bit. We're studying it down. And Alex concedes again. Makes a nice shot. Yeah, actually, I came pretty close to going by the Kennesaw last night. If we'd known that we had the battle of Shaggy and Brad, I probably would have gone.
Go tonight.
They won't be there tonight. It's a typical Friday nights.
What goes on Saturday night of KBs then?
Not much. It's more recreational players. Some of the players are usually either at Q's in a tournament or Shaggy said it was dead last night.
I was thinking about driving over to Tarot Billiards, see if anybody's playing over there.
You going to go after this?
I was thinking about it.
I'd join you.
All right. It's a little bit of a drive.
Yeah. I know where it is.
Kind of depends on when this ends.
Find a man with a cane and leave him alone.
You mean Waffle House?
Yeah. Usually Friday night is Kennesaw has some good one pocket action going on, local action. But a lot of recurring. Brad, Shaggy, Jack's usually good for a game. Shy is usually good for a game. Which will meet up with a few other people there who will be willing to play you.
Mm-hmm. I've heard.
What? Tara got shut down.
Tara got shut down?
That's news to me. We got.
I can
you guys ready
Nathan and find out.
Shaggy using big words that I don't know what they mean.
Says they're open. Let me message.
So Gage says they got. Apparently, they may have gotten in a little trouble with their machines. Couldn't imagine why. They only have 40 of them.
I'll message Nathan, the owner, and I'll find out. And Waffle House ain't gotta have no place to go if they got shut down. Man's always there.
Well, I know Kurt's sort of made it home at Mr. Q's too now.
Kurt? What's that?
One pocket player.
Oh, okay. Really good one pocket player?
He knows the game pretty well. Now, the government's not ruining it. The government just wants their cut.
That is true.
As long as they get their cut, they're fine.
It's like the mafia.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't, we're gonna shut you down if you don't pay us.
Yeah, I still don't even know what the state of Georgia did with those machines were even legal. I don't even know how it's constitutional, but basically they said that the lottery commission owns all those machines somehow, and is entitled to a certain rate. It's just I don't get it.
Sounds like somebody got a lot of money put in their pocket from that.
Yeah. And of course, the government, they don't really like competition very much. So.
What? They don't? Yeah, they shut that shit down.
Did they?
Oh no. I mean they shut like any competition.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Nathan did get back to me yet.
Yeah. So
Actually, I don't think he's on Facebook.
Well, definitely don't want to start any rumors. It's may not be true. So
Yeah, no, that's why I asked him directly. It was because I didn't want to have a rumor out there,
right.
especially coming from us.
And you know me, I would never say anything that is inconsistent with the truth. Everything I say is facts. 100% facts.
Hughes Billiards has us on the TV, I guess. That's pretty cool.
We need a camera down there, so when something big happens, we can switch the camera over there and see people yelling up and shouting and cheering, and
That would.
because I'm sure that's
pretty
what's
awesome.
happening.
Probably.
We could do it. It'd be a little delay, but we could actually make that happen.
Probably some side bets going on at Q's right now. Probably watching it.
There could be.
Be easy to bet like rack to rack on it.
I don't think Brad's involved right now. Brad's like, who are these guys? Why are they on and not me? Speaking of which, well, we'll have to change the table around, get a diamond in here, get a diamond tight tables, or tight pockets rather. Brad will be here playing some one pocket. I could almost guarantee that.
I think we're gonna have to get a warehouse where we have like several different tables.
Get a 9-foot, 7-foot diamond, get a valley bar table in here, 9-foot bronze.
A raison with like 3.25-inch pockets for no reason.
See, you say that, Brad. It makes me wonder how much you've watched this stream. This table is very, very well. It's not that exciting. Thanks for just proving me wrong, Thomas. But yeah, these pockets are pretty forgiving.
Sure, he's as excited about it as you are, if not more.
Yeah. Well, Alex isn't really happy about this shot either, though. And you could put some inside. You'd be flirting with the side and corner pockets.
Yeah, you definitely see.
And you'd still be flirting with the 9 some. Outside is never a fun shot to shoot here because you're flirting with the other corner. Up and down. He does go inside. Goes really heavy on the inside. And wow.
What a shot.
What a shot.
Great shot by Alex Westerland.
I mean, yeah. To put that much inside, even though the spin's going to take, that was a great, great shot. Oh, these are the tightest pockets I've ever seen.
That pocket is 3.5. All the other pockets are 5-inch.
Yeah, exactly. That's a heartbreaker after that shot by Alex.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
But Smiley says, hey, more for me to eat. Plays a nice little 2 back and forth. Leaves Thomas little angle on the 9. Let's see if he stays down. If he's taking Jeff's criticism to heart. Stay down a lot better on that shot. And we tie it up at 5s. We are a quarter of the way through this.
It's a good match.
Yeah.
Both teams are shooting amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yet to see any breaking runs out.
We've had no more than a 2-game lead at this point. I don't think we're going to see one, actually. I think it's going to be like this for most of the evening.
Might be.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of surprising because I've seen Devin and Alex do breaking runs quite consistently.
Well, it's a little different right now. It's amazing when you know there's cameras that are on. Much things affect your play a little bit as you're playing opponents you're not used to playing. I mean, there's a lot of factors that's going on in your head that, you know, you're playing buddies off a stream or the bet's lower.
Yeah, it definitely does tighten you up a little bit when you're on a TV TV table.
Like I said, there's a lot of factors involved.
There's Thomas's cube showing us some flames or points. Some nice little points.
Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's a Josie. Down in South Georgia, it makes fantastic cues. Really beautiful, beautiful cues. He loves florid leaf patterns and things like that.
I had a friend of mine pick up a Southwest yesterday. He traded a Pete Tascarella for it and picked up a Southwest. That's an expensive cue, man.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, God.
Tascarellas are expensive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But the Southwest was double twice what the Tascarella was.
Well, yeah. Devin gets his head back on. I think it was an egregious mess he did a real angle on it. So, yeah, I think both teams are playing pretty solid. It doesn't look like anybody's really been affected too much by the game, other than just a little pressure here and there. So something new for me. I don't know how long it's been going on, but it used to be we have there's a big TV here. There's a big TV above us where it used to be it would just have the score up so the players could see the score. Now you can actually see the feed of the game with the score. So you can, the delay, you can actually shoot and watch yourself shoot a shot and get an idea of how you're looking.
Yeah. I might be going over to KB's tonight.
Don't know why.
It's a good place.
Unless you set up a game, there's really not too many players that show up at KB's on a Saturday.
The bar across the road has pretty good action.
God, it depends on what your definition of is. Interesting take. I thought he just slide it back, but nice one roll up, get straight on the 9. And just like that, Devin makes up for his slight miss last game. Comes back up a game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I'm just going through. We're taking a very short break.
You said they're just going to the fridge really quick.
Yeah, that's what I mean by a short break. Short break. Very short break.
Extremely short.
Yeah. As in, nobody might even notice the break. It'll be so short.
David, we've already seen your crooked stroke, man. Did you go back and watch your video of yourself after you played? Out of curiosity, I'm just curious.
So Ben offering Brad a little game of one pocket. I think on the first break, just to be friendly. Nice friendly gesture.
Oh, 2-9. Well, hung up here.
2-9 hung up. 2-9 not pretty. Which match was that, David? What do you think would be a good match? Ben and Brad playing one pocket. So Brad decides to open up negotiations with a slight adjustment of just the first break even to first break and 10-6, possibly. I'll tell you this, and I've been around a lot of different cities. Actually, you're passing me on that number, but and I think it's no secret that I think Atlanta is lacking on a lot of pool culture. But one thing it does not lack is one pocket. I think Atlanta is one of the best cities for one pocket. It's not the best city. There's definitely better. New York's gonna have more one pocket. I'd say Chicago probably does.
Actually, you know, I see more one pocket here than I do in New York.
Really?
Yeah. Surprisingly, I was actually surprised about that because I was trying to find one pocket games in New York. Couldn't find them. Everybody wants to play 9-ball there.
Yeah. I went to Florida. I forgot if it's Florida. But Bobby and Terry Stovall and I decided to run by a pool room to wherever we were, check it out. And there was one pocket action, and it was just, I mean, it was a $100 game, one pocket action, and both the players were absolutely
Great.
well. No. I mean, honestly, I don't know who they were, but I will say this is that after a while, they watched Terry and I were just playing one pocket, not even betting, just hitting games of one pocket with each other. And one of the guys that was involved in the $100 game decided that he'd rather watch Terry play because Terry was playing better than them.
Yeah, but Atlanta does definitely have a pretty good one pocket scene, though. You are correct on that.
Yeah. Oh, there's no one pocket in New York? Wow.
You know what the weird thing about Portland is? You see a lot of straight pool in Portland.
I mean, I guess it's kind of weird nowadays. Like, I would expect it probably 20 years ago. There's a lot more players up north like to play straight pool, or at least used to. But, you know, kids these days, they just got to win now.
Mm-hmm. We won our 9-ball in early.
Nick the Q taking a page out of my book. Nick the Q is... So now that California's been knocked off, what about Chicago? Am I wrong about Chicago too? No one pocket Chicago.
Only played pool in Chicago once, and I did not see any one pocket while I was there. But I was only there once. That was 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay. So I wasn't wrong about Chicago, at least.
Yeah, there was a lot of straight pool going on in New York, too, while I was there.
And, now, Phoenix, when I was there, that was
a great shot.
There was some one pocket. Not a whole lot. Of course, I was only there one day, so I can't really make a claim about that much one pocket. But what little one pocket I saw was pretty good one pocket. And of course, I had a kid that didn't know who I was, wanted to play $100 game, one-headed short rack, one pocket. So that's pretty good action.
How old was he?
Early 20s. So
what is short rack one pocket?
That's a 9-ball. It's a 9-ball rack. First one to make 5 balls wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be very difficult.
Mm-hmm. The break is very different. I could actually see that in Texas.
You have breaking room here?
For some reason, I'm thinking you get a lot more bars, a lot more bar tables in Texas. Maybe I'm being stereotypical, but you got bars and bar tables, and you're going to see a lot of 8-ball.
A lot of 7-foots in Austin when I was there last week. It was nice.
Yeah. Diamonds or?
Yeah, real diamonds.
Yeah.
Break and run.
That's our first break and run for the day.
And they pull away at 3.
Yeah, I think that rhythm we're talking about might be starting kicking in now. Negotiations still open.
Dude, he needs like 12-5 at least.
Wow. Geez. This is live, right? Now we're not here to bust people's action. You're playing pool. Keep your business to yourself. Jeez. See what I mean? Pool culture, etiquette, none of that here. I don't agree with that statement, by the way.
Hey, man, if they're gonna go play, man, I'm not gonna watch.
And I could imagine you at the old world gym, world class gym, world class billiards back then.
Oh, I would have
Because there
loved
was,
it.
oh yeah, but you'd show up like, all right, action, let's go, action, let's go. You'd show up, everybody'd be there, they'd be talking, they'd be wolfing. There would be a set for about 3 or 4 hours later. Really? You're thinking,
It's all just negotiations. Oh, you missed that. A good save by Devin. One of those rare Devin safeties.
I think negotiations have come to an end. Brad is calling out Ben now.
Wow, I can't believe they hit the nipple like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The table was just like, no, this ball's not going any further. Stop it right here. Enough rails.
All right, well, you got a full rack of balls on the table. Let's see how quickly these get removed.
They do play pretty fast together.
Yeah, like I said, I've seen them enough that if they get their rhythm going, it's going to be. I mean, Alex is both of them are really fast players. It's offering the secondary bridge. The main house bridge, not an option apparently.
Yeah, they don't like that bridge for some reason. Got lucky with a safety there though. Remember, Alex is going to put this cue ball out to get on the three. Well, I don't think he's too happy with that, but he's definitely not disappointed. It's a pretty good spot to be. Albert Garcia in the chat, cheering on Alex and Devin.
Once again, you are allowed to talk to your partner while you're shooting, but the partner may not approach the table to give advice at the table. So if anybody's wondering about timeouts, that's how it's handled. If there are no timeouts, you just speak from a distance, which is a rule I really like a lot. It gets rid of any arguments, doesn't slow down the game that much, I don't think. And you know, if you have timeouts, you always have people who wants to give signs, or they'll point at the table when they're walking by, and it's just a lot of silly stuff.
What a shot! That was great. That was a great shot.
You know, I was hoping to see in the chat today. I haven't seen yet, and he may not get on.
Who's that?
Mr. Mike Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody could always tag him in the chat. He'll
Yeah.
probably pop in. Who frequents these chats?
Yeah, he does. Of course, he might have gotten so much bigger than us now. He's moved on. he's way higher in the food chain now.
Is he a pro now?
You want to watch this, John?
Was he got a hit watch? Or?
Yeah. John's going to give a hit watch here. Decide not to let the blind guy do a hit watch. So looks like he's going to be attempting to pocket a 3. John gets up there. He's recording the hit. Slow motion. We're going to do this official wise. Alex and Devin both declared as a good hit, so there's no reason to go back and review it. On Team Devin, Alex. Yeah, Alex is, I mean, Devin's looking pretty good right now. It's interesting to see these two make a pretty good team.
It's personality-wise, they seem pretty different.
Well, yeah. Shoot. Based on that, I would never have a partner.
Hey, man, I'll be your partner. I'm just a little bit far.
Right, so
Alex making sure that he can look through one eye.
Mm-hmm.
Left eye does work. Right eye does work. Eye check complete.
Question is this shot worth going for? Alex thinks no, he's going to play safe. It is a fine safe. We got a little harder than he meant to. He meant to leave it on the rail and the 7, but nonetheless, he's still forcing a long safety shot.
Yeah, you can't complain about where those ended up.
Yeah. I think we're going to see a rail to rail, long rail. I mean, he's just going to. I'm thinking leave a 6 on your left. So if you're looking from here, from his side, it'd be his right side. Cue ball on the left side. And he may not hit that way. He might have to go the other way. Send the 6 ball back to his left, to our right. I think the scratch is so much of the issue. It's just going to be a matter of speed.
Might just be able to split them in half, 7 between them.
So you can't hit that side of it.
Be a little hard. Like you might have been code for it.
Yeah, he might have tried a little 2-way shot there. So again, I'm just not a fan of going for those banks. You don't have to, especially if you have 2 balls there to help block. And Devin decided that he's going to try a shot without aiming. See how it goes.
How did it work out for him?
Well, we're about to find out. Smiley's got a little tester cut here. But the fact is, you play this ball soft. These rails, pockets are fairly forgiving on a shot like this. But he is playing off. He's playing over the rails, so
yeah,
it's going to add that difficulty to the shot. He could play safe, make it always bank it and roll the cue ball up behind the 8. But I doubt he's going to do that.
There it goes.
Yeah, if you hit it 10 like that ball is going to go every time.
Good shot.
It's a good shot, but
did he try to run it into the 7?
I don't know if he's trying to run the 7 or not. He may have been trying to.
Kind of a funky spot for that cue ball to end up. Maybe he tried to get above the 7. I think if you'd have got a little better bounce off the rail, maybe it would have went up. It was kind of straight going over.
Right. And he just may have had the idea that I just want to make the 6 and let my partner take what he's got.
So Ben Smith, Brad Cook. We doing this tonight? What's going on?
I think both parties have left the table. They've left I don't think the peace deal has ever been made. So I think that's they both left the table without any any agreements. Brad pulled out the Marcus card, whatever that means.
Who's Marcus?
Who knows?
Who knows?
No comment.
Most of the people in the chat probably have no idea what the hell we're talking about.
I think Maggie in a hurry to make a comment made a mistype on the emoji. That's supposed to be a very serious emoji looking face. Accidentally hit the action. Then trying to bring things back down from reality, but I don't have a dog in that fight. Both players play well. Steven's come to the realization that nobody behind these mics have any clue what we're doing or what we're talking about.
It's about time somebody figured it out.
Now.
Get this up as I go. I don't even know what 9-ball is. Seems like a cool game.
Thought it was speed dating.
It's definitely not speed dating. He went for the 9 and blew it.
Well, that was a bit harsh.
Hey, man. Life's harsh.
You know, you go ring game mode sometimes.
That's true. Spot that 9. Give it again. It's called Texas Express rules, right? Make the 9 early, you spot it.
No.
Double up the money.
No. Texas Express, you make the 9, you keep going, you win. Re-rack. Let's go. New game. Texas Express is the best rules.
For 9-ball?
For 9-ball. I don't know if there is such a thing as Texas Express rules for anything but 9-ball.
I know I was reading about a game that people used to play where you could push out during any time of the game. You just couldn't push out more than 3 times in a row.
Yeah, that's what they would call push out or push pull or push out rules or something. Push pull rules.
You played that before?
Oh yeah. I mean that was a way before. That was the standard way of playing 9-ball. Introducing ball in hand, like the old school players say, they'll tell you that introducing ball in hand ruined 9-ball. Completely ruined the game, and they may not be off.
What was it in the kitchen before?
Yeah, fouls behind is in the kitchen. Any balls in the kitchen get spotted. Fouls against. Now I don't remember if all balls spotted on fouls. I want to say it did, but I mean you would never call a push though. It's just that every time you did make a legal hit, the opponent had the option of shooting or making you shoot. So essentially, it's like every shot is a push shot. You would never declare it.
That would definitely make it a lot more interesting.
Yeah, it is. It is an interesting game, but it is slower game. Not great for the TV. But it does add an extra level of tactics to the game that we don't have anymore. But yeah, if you foul 3 times, then it's time to move along. Saw lots of games ball in hand. So they just got rid of the push-up level, just kept the ball in hand side and just speed up the game. Makes for exciting television. And then after a long enough time goes by, everybody just thinks that ball in hand is the norm and how it's always been. The way history is.
Hey, that's what I thought. I thought the King's Cup was like the game to play for 9-ball back in the day, the Mike Siegel's game, where it's you have to call each shot. So there's no slop, but it's 9-ball. But you get ball in hand. I thought that was actually the old school way of playing it. Learn something new every day.
Well, that and the fact that 9-ball is, I mean, 9-ball's been around, but 9-ball has always been more of a hustler's game. The old pros, the old school high level players, they would play 9-ball. They wouldn't gamble 9-ball. They would gamble 15-ball rotation, which you rack up all 15 balls, and each ball is worth the value of its number. So the 14 balls worth 14 points, 2 balls worth 2 points.
Yep, American rotation.
Yeah. Well, no, No, American Rotation is a completely different game. And American Rotation is a very new game that was based on trying to find happiness between old rotation and something more modern. But yeah, old school rotation. That's actually the first game I learned how to play was rotation when I learned how to play pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's 120 balls. So once you've accumulated more than 120 points, the game's over. Move on. And the fact is, once a player has 120 points, it's an open table. It's an easy run out for good players. So the what made the game fun was dealing with the early part of the rack.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of
my
hard times trying to get through that rack.
Calm down, Machoka. My onion belt's getting a little loose. But actually, I mean, we're talking still probably back in the 50s, 60s.
Back in the day.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Shaggy? I quit playing with a carbon fiber. I went back to wood.
Yeah, but your wood shaft is like harder than my carbon fiber shaft.
Well,
I just like the carbon fiber because it doesn't stick to my hand.
No, the reason I liked the carbon fiber when I went to it was for the maintenance.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
So,
no tings. You don't have to worry about scratching it. You don't have to worry about overheating it in your car.
You can hit your cue against the table and not worry about dinging up or anything going bad, unless your name is Gage.
Which did he break his cue?
Well, not the Gage you know.
Oh yeah, right.
But any old school, especially on the cues, know exactly what I'm talking about. Which I wonder if he has ever watched the stream.
You think
he was a character?
You think they made carbon fiber shafts for Earl Strickland so he'd stop breaking cue shafts?
I don't know. Wait, Chris, are you suggesting that Will Perkins broke a Revo?
Did he break a Revo? Or
there's only two people I think I know. I know Gage broke a Revo, like, and it wasn't even his first time he was using it. The Revo was like maybe a week old. Gage had a little temper on him sometimes. He didn't like when he didn't care about the times he did not play well. We got a 9-ball on here. No, he didn't. I thought he was keying up for the 9, but no.
Nah, it went by.
Smiley is a run-out player. Yeah, that's how. Did
he break it?
It takes some pressure.
Did he slam it against the table? Run over it with a truck? Like this cube.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if Sean Doyle beat me, of course I'm breaking my cue. I don't know what to tell you. I kid. Sean's a good player.
Yeah, Sean's a good player. Sean beat me.
And you still have a cue?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to sell it though. You want to buy it?
Yeah, that Gage. Well, I'm not here to make comments about somebody's size. It would be I have no room to make comments about any of that. But yeah, Gage. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while. Have any of you guys out there? You guys still see that Gage anymore? Is he still around? The Q or Shaggy or any of you guys see him around?
This is an interesting shot right here, though. Trying to make the 6 and get back on the 7. It's a little bit difficult.
Back when I used to think I had a stroke, I almost like drawing this inside. You draw it underneath the corner bottom, and that inside takes and goes 3 rails around. That's a fine shot if you can do it.
It looks like it might be what he's looking to do. I think that is what he's looking to do. But it looks like he's not going like draw inside. He's probably just going inside. Oh, it killed it.
Oh, you know that he played a kill shot, but that 9 ball is really big ball going that direction. Yeah, I mean, you know, I say this about Gage. It's Gage. Gage just he was passionate about the game. I'll say that. And if things are going well, he's fine to be around. So I don't want to disparage him too much. Nisi, I'm not sure if we're talking about. I don't think we're talking about the same Gage. As the Gage I'm talking about, I can't see him ever streaming his game. Yeah, he would rather be kept off the radar. Yeah. Ooh. Tries to play a good safety, trying to hit top to spin and stuff the cue ball on the rail behind the 9, but it gets a double kiss. Nah, you don't have to leave this chat, Nisi. Stick around. Once again, the soon-to-be named Nisi Pro Shop, ready to take on tips.
Nisi Pro Shop, that sounds pretty good too.
Oh, that's a great shot by Devin. Actually, almost too good. Get Alex pretty straight on the date. I think he's got enough rail. He's either enough angle to spin it out.
Send to my house.
I think I know Nisi's business model is just to make Nisi Pro Shot shirts or whatever the name's going to be, and never do a tip.
That's a
never do it. Never do a single tip and just sell shirts. A fortune selling shirts.
That'd be good.
And people are like, oh, I gotta get some Nisi doing some of my tips. You're like, no, you need the t-shirts. Like, okay.
I guess I need one of those too.
I guess I need a t-shirt then.
This game was tied.
It was.
They just won 6 in a row.
Yes.
That's a lot of racks.
No. I mean, yeah, he hit that 7-ball great. Sometimes I'm speechless. So
that was a great shot.
Yeah, that was a fantastic shot.
I don't know if he's got enough room to make this 2 and get on the 3 though.
Yeah, he's got to take a scenic route here. I'm not sure he can make the 2. If he can make the 2, he should be able to get on the 3. He's got a good clearance to get around.
I think if he's putting outside English on,
well, yeah,
it's going to be a lot harder to make that 2. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
outside and he missed it.
Yeah, I didn't think he could make it all.
I think he could have made it with inside.
Yeah, but you're not going to get on 3 with inside.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no point of shooting it that way.
Might as well play it safe.
Yeah, I think Alex is trying to put another package together. A little bow on it. But instead, we have Thomas looking. Now, this is an interesting shot. I mean, you almost have to put inside. You got so much traffic to go 3 rails. It'll be hard to get on that 3. You can hit it with inside soft, but you're going to be leaving a tough little cut on for your partner.
Yeah. But, I mean, a tough cut is better than no cut.
You could consider the bank, but he does consider the bank. Ooh, the bank ticky, and just gets robbed. Man. He meant to make that shot. That is a hell of a shot. That's a 1-pocket shot there.
That would have been a good shot. Just came up a little bit shy.
Oh, it's just going to be a matter of not pocketing the 3.
I can.
So sides, Alex tells him to just play it soft. He can shoot the side. Well, you can bring the cue ball down table a little bit. Soft shot here. That's a good stroke. You missed. It's a good speed for the shot. Actually hit a little harder than you probably needed to, but still. It got down, hit it confidently. Got down a little fast, maybe. That's the only thing I could see you did wrong there. Well, this is an opportunity for Team Smiley Thomas to start turning things around. We need to prime the pump again and get that machine running.
Yeah, they really need to pull a couple of racks out right here.
Used to do enough to hold Alex and Devin down. Nice shot with the bridge. Use a little angle on the 5. Do a little take the loop around for the 6.
Avoid the scratch.
I don't think the scratch should be too much in play.
In the side pocket?
Yeah.
Depends on how high he comes up. I was headed there.
Yeah, I didn't think he would hit it that hard. Thomas plays balls a lot softer speed than most people do.
That's true.
So I really wasn't worried about him hitting it that hard.
Thomas is somebody I've always really liked Thomas's game. He plays a really good game full.
Yeah. He's got a very good, deliberate, smooth stroke.
He's somebody I'd like to see get in a window pocket, actually. Because he's got very good cue ball control.
Once again, deciding to emphasize the making the ball and just letting the cue ball go back and forth. Not worry about precision, knowing that he's going to leave a shot for his partner. Thomas should be fine at this point. I think that's one thing a lot of people go wrong when they play Scotch doubles is just realizing that you just have to let certain things go out of your control and just trust your partner to be able to do their job. A lot of people like to feel like they've got to maintain every little aspect of their team, and that's going to get you in trouble. Yeah, that's one thing I'm liking about Smiley's game right now is he's doing his job and allowing Thomas to do his.
Yeah. It's like Thomas might have given him a little bit of a hard cut right here, though, to get back for the 9.
Yeah, but even then, I'm just saying if you can hit a little bit above center, not a full, maybe a straight top. You may decide to draw it, but
I like playing a little bit of right or outside here.
But that's what I'm saying. Even then, you don't even have to do that. I don't think. I mean, you're not going to leave them straight in. I mean, I like the shot selection. He just didn't like the shot. I don't think he ever liked it. And he just decided to get down and hit it.
Yeah, definitely wasn't comfortable on that 8 ball.
No.
Give Devin a tester, though.
Devin doesn't have a clue how tough that shot is. He's like, I'm just going to shoot a ball in the hole.
That's basically what happened.
Alex makes a shot off the rail. Alex should be used to that. Devin's a man after my own heart there.
If we take 5,
All right, I gotta take a 5-minute break.
Right.
quite used to it. As soon as I hit it, I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna like that.
Yeah, back during the Eisenhower administration, Alex and I used to play Scotch doubles over at Q's a lot, and I was notorious for leaving him straight in on the 9 on the rail every time. So, but hey, everybody needs to practice shooting that shot under pressure. He got his practice. I'm glad to see I was able to help his game out.
What was important when you got a partner who really wants to see you succeed in life?
Yeah, who will sacrifice their game in order to challenge you enough to improve your game. You gotta look at big picture. All right, so while we're on break, and you guys out there got anything else interesting going on? How are the Braves doing? I don't even have a clue how that game's going.
Who are the Braves?
They're a little local sports ball team.
Ah, they play cornhole?
No, I said sports ball. You mentioned something that's neither a sport nor a ball. Actually, I can't say that. Actually, cornhole actually would be a sport.
Cornhole's a sport. Shit, it's getting popular. They had some pretty big tournaments last year for it.
I know it was for the last 4 years when I want to go watch pool on ESPN to see cornhole. So I guess it's more popular than pool. I don't know.
Might be right now. Easier to play. Anybody can, pick up a cornhole bag and throw it in the fucking pocket.
No, it's. All right, so Devin,
you think Earl ruined it in the States? I don't know, man. I think Earl brought a lot of people into the sport because they just wanted to see what he would do. I know people, there's a lot of people that bought Matchroom this year just so they could watch Earl play in, what tournament was it? The one in early. Moscone, yeah. He was supposed to play in the Moscone and then he got kicked out. He didn't get kicked out. There's somebody on his plane had COVID.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that would buy it just to watch him play, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really weird when if you talk about that. If you think about one of the biggest things, at least in my lifetime, the biggest thing that boosted pool in my lifetime was when the movie The Color of Money came out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Tom Cruise's character was based on a player named Keith McCready, who was not as televised as Earl. But if you knew how Keith McCready was, I mean, he was a character. And when you have characters like that, and you have somebody like Tom Cruise who can do his best to bring that character to the film, that's what's going to get people who don't play pool excited about pool. So
he was a good player too.
Oh yeah,
there's still videos of him playing with him.
Ricky's bored of this conversation. He wants to go back to cornhole.
Hey Ricky, if you want to bet some money in cornhole, I know some people, man. Let me know.
Really? You know some people? I know somebody. I know somebody who'll play your person.
In cornhole?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know. Shaggy and Brad probably knows who I'm talking about. Yeah, Pool Hall Junkies did pretty well to get the sport going again. Yeah, I mean, Even the movie The Hustler, when it came out, it really built up the game of pool. But that's way before my time. But yeah, if you ever, I mean, that's usually been the history.
They're gonna give them the game.
What happened?
I scratched. Wait, that's a 2 ball and that's a 9 ball.
Oh, all right. Well, break paid off. That break certainly broke the momentum of the thing. And all right, we're going to see a Smiley breaking. At some point, we got to have an interview with Smiley. Hey, Smiley, can you look at that camera real quick interview? Just curious. Yeah, that camera. Just look at it. No, look at it. Just look at it. I want to ask you a question, like an interview. Why do they call you Smiley? Oh, okay. I couldn't figure that out.
That's all I do, man.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. I got a message. Yeah, if you watch Color of Money, Keith McCready is actually in there. And his elaborate acting styles, I'm sorry, but his acting is silly. He is, if I remember right, he plays a part of somebody who gets defeated and is like, I just can't, he's so down and out. It's like, actually, I'll take that back. That might be the best acting because how he acted in that movie is nowhere near how he would have acted in real life. There's no part of that scene which is how he would have acted. Yeah. He's like, oh, because from I remember, he gets beaten by Tom Cruise or somebody, and he's like, that's just not right. That's not right. He looks all bummed out. So, the real Keith McCready would never have done that. So maybe he's a stunning actor and didn't realize it.
I like Pool Hall Junkies. They got a lot of people in that one too. Mike Massey was in it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, they had a lot of players in that movie. Of course, not to take away too much from the movie, but I wonder how well that movie would have gone without Mr. Christopher Walken.
Not as good. I mean, that lion speech is still pretty famous.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he delivered that like a champ.
Best part of that movie, I'm a millionaire. It doesn't matter to me. It matters to you. What a lucky safety.
Yeah, Grady Matthews was in there. He might have been. Yeah, I'm about to go back and watch Color of Money again at some point.
I own it. We can put it on the TV. No. Actually, we cannot put it on the TV because we have to finish that damn show that you showed me.
Oh.
But I have not finished yet because you haven't been here. I haven't been here, actually. Outdoor movie night.
Yeah, that's good.
Get like 30 chairs outside. Outdoor movie night.
Funny, we one time when a bunch of us were playing APA, don't hate me. It was a long time ago. Anyway, our big go to Vegas tournament was in LOJ, so we all got a cabin there, hung out. It was a lot of fun. But I went ahead and brought The Hustler so everybody could watch The Hustler. Yeah. I still think that's just the best pool movie ever made. But
A little sad though.
well, yeah, it's part of what makes it good. There's no happy ending. There's no you have a happy enough ending, but yeah, I like movies. It's George C. Scott was great in it. Jackie Gleason's awesome in it. Paul Newman. You get a cameo by Willie Moscone, who did. And by the way, it's also a game where everybody did their own shots, except there's a Massey shot in the game where Moscone actually plays a Massey shot in one of the in one of the games. during a montage.
Jackie Gleason was a pretty good pool player,
Oh,
wasn't he?
Jackie Gleason was an awesome pool player and a high gambler. Yeah, he was a strong player. I mean, you have a lot of those today. I mean, take somebody like Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
And for his MMA, high level pool player. Gambles a lot. So, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that they don't realize how good of pool players they were because they're known for other things. They're more famous for other things, but they're still great pool players.
Manny Pacquiao's got the money to bet, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, he does.
C. Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely brought one of the best roles in that movie. So getting back to, hey, look, they're playing pool here. I was making a shot that I've been practicing, setting a ball up in front of the side pocket, trying to pocket it. I've been mostly successful lately.
Just like miss it almost like 50% of the time.
John, I has a question for you.
Next week we will actually be I forget who it is. Look, Buck Lanier, I think, and Buck Lanier and Joe Anthony.
What do you know about those players?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know either one of those players.
Wow.
So,
You want to invite a couple strangers on over?
wouldn't be the first time.
No, it wouldn't. By the way, you guys don't know this, but there's been updates in terms of service here at RoadPlayer Arena.
Yeah.
Certain shenanigans will not be tolerated anymore. So,
We just like to make sure that it's fair for everybody that comes to play here, you know?
yeah. And everybody needs to have a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, yeah, we're betting a little bit of change out of the pocket, you know, a little change you might notice if it's missing, but at the same time, you know, everybody that plays here loves the game. It's, you know, it's just about building the sport.
Murphy wins our doubles match. I think you guys are on my list. Do you have a doubles match? Let me look.
What doubles match you have lined up, Ricky?
It's on my list. I just haven't set it up yet. We're looking at making some changes to some of the matches. So I was just waiting to set them up until I make those changes. That way I could explain to people what the changes are.
Oh, that would be okay. Well, Miley makes nice.
So that's
Yeah,
on the list.
It has an unfortunate bump.
The list of players looking for matches, or the list of matches that are upcoming that are already set up?
There is a innumerable list. But if you want to get on, we might be able to bump you on up to queue.
Looks like he's going to go for the 7. But a shot.
So how many matches do you have scheduled at this point, far ahead down the line?
The next one is the last one I actually have on the schedule.
Okay.
And then we have Matt Frank versus somebody, Chris Henderson versus Dave Domingo, Josie versus Chad Holzing, Kevin and Sean versus Kyle and Ricky, Daniel Magalot versus Kane Bearden, and David Simmons versus David Martin, which I think I already did.
Yeah, that was put on hold
Oh, yeah,
for
that was
personal reasons.
That's right.
So nobody was in that match. Nobody's ducking anybody, but somebody had some personal family issues. So we're not going to get into it. Doesn't matter. But hopefully things are the point that they can both play.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay in the household too. Always sucks when you have bad things happen to people, you know?
Yeah. Life happens. Sometimes life has to take a back. I mean, sometimes people have to take a backseat to life. I know it sounds silly.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
It doesn't sound like so. All right, well.
Nothing takes a backseat to pool, bro.
Nobody puts pool in the corner. Speaking about putting pool in the corner, we got Thomas who's got a little tester. Who's the shot isn't the issue. It's about holding the cue ball to the 9.
I'm gonna have one set up for Nick DeQ and David Moore.
Are you just naming random names at this point?
Yeah.
Where are you at these days, DQ? Where you hold up, Nick DQ? You. Where are you keeping yourself? Mr. DQ. Or are you in hiding? You need to get clearance from certain. Oh, okay. I didn't know if there's 3-letter agencies that you have to get clearance from before you can tell me. All right. Well, Miley getting a little factor of the Alex complex here. Deciding to go for the extension.
It's been nice to be really tall when this shit happens.
I tell you what I do love. I love watching
Tony Chohan
10 ball on a 10-foot table.
God.
Talking about making everybody feel short.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, with the extension, it makes a nice stroke. Pulls it back a little bit, gets it off the rail, gets it pretty straight. Shaggy actually, Smiley, it's not Shaggy. Smiley actually borrowing Thomas's cue with the extension on that shot. So Nick, out there in Orange County, is it not a little expensive out there these days, or what? Or did you become one of those big old tech giants? You're like, I don't care.
I have $1 million in the bank.
You're gonna fly your private plane over here, play a quick match on the stream, and go back home.
Oh, David Moore.
Nick DeQ, I believe, knows Mr. David Moore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Shaggy. Smiley does look exactly like you. It's an honest mistake.
I was actually trying to set up a match for Mike Jones, but never could get that one to go through. That would have been a cool person to have on the stream.
Tell you what, if we had a diamond with tight pockets, well, I don't want to put out names and get myself in trouble, but I could think of a couple of people I think would probably play Mike Jones on stream, some one pocket. But
I want to get some separate rails with tight pockets. I think that show would be fun.
I thought Nick was doing K-Man. Yes, I, Mr. Moore. No, Mr. Moore, you're here to die. All right, well, looks like Thomas is taking a little break. Thomas Orlando closing the game to a 5-game deficit. So, the last time we had a player break.
Yes, I, Mr. Moore.
I say the last time we had a players take a break, came to the table and breaking, and well, that went sideways. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. You okay with that? Benny Moore.
What's up, Benny?
How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. By the way, while we have a slight spot pause in the action, you guys get a chance. You have quite a few people on. Go ahead and hit the like button. Share it. Tell your friends. Hold the screen, guys. You'll see little things pop on the screen, and if you are wanting to not be rude, now's the time to do it. So you won't be interrupting any of the game. Oh, not up there. Let's get a whole chain of them.
Play some.
There we go. Thank you, Bachoka. That's what I'm talking about.
Boom! Yeah, fine.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, even you guys who don't speak up in the chat, feel free to hit like. Let us know you're here. Just to,
And if you share the stream, I'll give you a high five if I see you in person.
wait, are you suggesting that Jamie McCutcheon might be talking up a pool game?
I think he's taking a break from pool right now.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We're going to start spreading more rumors. Whereas I could see Jamie barking and taking a break from the game at the same time. I don't think one has anything to do with the other sometimes.
You mean Tustin?
Did I say Justin? And Jamie. Or is it Jamie? I don't know.
David McCutcheon, that's a new person to me.
Yeah, I'm
Old age.
Yeah, dimensions coming in. I'll be hiding my own Easter eggs next year. And wondering where this year's came from.
You have a layer of dust on your cue? Hey, man. Everything gets better with more dust on it.
It's aging. It'll be better when you start using it again.
Vintage, like a wine.
Fine wine.
Got some discussion going on beside the table.
Nick's going to fly his private plane in here. He might even pick you up, Bachoka.
And almost.
Surprise, Devin's using that jump cue to jump with.
What's wrong with that jump cue?
Oh, he has had it. He's had it endorsed.
It's getting very smudged.
Starting to be careful with it. That's an expensive.
Oh, yes.
That was an expensive game of chess that got him that. Got him that signature.
How much money did you lose to Efren playing chess? Only
one game of 20.
Oh, only one game.
Yeah. You don't know. My friend was at the IBC last time they had it. Did a lot of signatures, played some.
Dropped out of the tournament.
He dropped out of the tournament. Much to Kevin Pagiel's relief. He was scheduled to play him first round. Actually, I'd say relief. Kevin would probably rather play Efren than and lost and get her by. Pretty sure don't get him. Wait, Macaulay Culkin plays pool? Like that. Well, after
Has anybody even tagged Justin in any of these comments yet?
I know. That's the thing. That's why I try not to mention Justin McCutcheon. Suddenly everybody comes out of the woodwork like, wait, I play Justin. I want to play Justin. Justin be right there on top of it. I'll say this, Justin's not scared to get in there.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that was a really nice controlled shot. Got Thomas just off the rail, so you can dig down a little bit, stop the cue ball. Which he does.
Nice.
And Alex and Devin concedes another game. Closing down to 4. Maybe we're going to see Thomas Orlando. We're waiting to see them put a package together for us. And we're not. At least I'm not on anybody's side. I have no side bets. I have no dog in this fight. I want to see a good close game. I wanted an exciting finish. Sorry, Nick has been working on his secondary language, English, for a little while now, so he's improving. I'm not sure what you call it, primary language. I'm sure there's a name for it.
Hey, thanks for that like, Kane. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it's a good question. Because it's been a while since we've had any women on here battling it out.
Tried to talk Nisi the Nisi into getting on here and battling with somebody. She said she's down for it.
Japanese, huh?
Good language.
Yes.
Romantic. Making t-shirts, apparently. She can't get on the stream right now.
The orders are coming in so fast, she can't keep up.
In case anybody's wondering, too, RoadPlayer is actually having some t-shirt merchandise coming out, some stickers, things like that, hats. I actually really like the hats. The RoadPlayer hats look dope. If anybody wants any of those, just hit me up.
Gotta get the merch moving.
Merch. That just helps the stream out.
Yeah.
We don't really do anything with it except for put it back into the stream.
Which, by the way, if you guys notice the bottom left-hand side of the screen, if you do enjoy the stream, there is ways of leaving some pocket change for John here to see if he can make some improvements. So Thomas is getting some business taken care of on the side real quick. So
business.
Yeah. Like I said, we got to shill a little bit for the merchandise, but once again, John does put a lot of effort into this to make this happen.
No, we just want to make it work good, man.
Yeah.
That's why we're changing some stuff up. We're gonna try to give it a little bit easier for people to come on the stream and play. Might be a little bit less commentating.
Oh, tell you what, Nisi is working on something. There's never a time Nisi is not doing something.
Our family stays pretty busy.
Yeah.
Good shot. Sometimes we're just far ahead.
Boom, boom.
Gotta do it. 3 rails probably come out for the 3.
Yeah. A little bump shape. Get the 8 ball in a little bit more advantageous spots. I mean, it's
that 4 ball's in a rough spot though.
Yeah. It's be a good time to learn how to do a good drag draw. That's a tough shot. You actually might be able to play into the 9.
Everything just went off. Coming back on.
Huh. Yeah, sorry guys if
like everything went offline there for a second.
Yeah,
We're back.
something apparently took a dump for a few seconds. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you guys missed it though.
That was the best shot I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
I think it's coming back. I think what happened was all right, hopefully we are back. I think what happened, Nisi started working on the shirts too hard and wrecked her internet. She's just working too hard on those shirts. But hopefully we are back. We're not gone too long. As it turns out, some opportunities were there, and
but we're gonna try to live stream some tournaments too. I'm gonna message some people about their tournaments and see if we can set up a live stream there at their venues for those. So you guys might start seeing some tournaments on here. You'll definitely see some matches where people get to update their own scores.
Ooh,
that was a good shot.
That's living a little dangerous, but you got there.
Definitely got there.
This is a fun shot. Let your stroke out a little bit to get on the other side of the 8. Just top, maybe a little inside if you want. Think you need to reset your modem?
I don't know. They did some upgrades to our internet the other day, like the area.
Oh, that could be it.
I'm kind of wondering if this is a side effect of that.
Or they may still be doing some work on it.
They might still be doing some work on it, yeah. Because I know they were doing it at nighttime.
So somehow, it's missed a bit of a 9 ball earlier. But Alex, a tough bank. Orlando closed it out. Puts him at 9. This match is past the halfway mark at least.
I think our internet's still going in and out.
Well, if you guys are here watching, listening,
Hope the internet issues kind of clear up a little bit. Looks like it's getting a little bit better.
Yeah. Wow. Oh. Quite miss. Well, if for a few guys that are on, it's like things have turned off. Major internet issues.